You know I love that organic cooking. I always ask for more. And they call me Mr. Natural. On down to the health food store. I only eat good sea salt. White sugar don't touch my lips. And my friends is always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. Yes, they
That's
are.
the theme song for Natural Health Coach Shelley Padgett here on Doug Padgett Radio. Natural Health Coach is phoning it in today. And I'll tell you, a sidekick here has started working with Natural Health Coach just yesterday. They had a 2-hour consult.
That's right.
Ooh, did he talk about that today?
Well, a little bit, but you know, I don't pry. I don't pry into people. I don't pry into people's personal matters.
Highly confidential.
So folks, if you're interested in the consulting work of Natural Health Coach Shelley Padgett, she meets with people, she sets them up on their own personal plan, and gets them going. She's like like at the health club where you can hire one of those, what do they call it?
Personal trainer, yeah.
Personal trainer. She's a personal health coach. So she would train you along, coach you along. You can find her over there at ShelleyPadgett.com. And she's phoning it in today from the Kingfield Farmers Market. Is that right? Corner of 42nd and Nicollet in South Minneapolis?
Yes, but actually I just walked across the street, and I'm going to sit on the steps in front of the First Memorial Cremation Society Chapel of Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cheery. So everybody get a mental picture of that Shelley's over there by the Cremation Society building.
Because you know why?
Because you're all going to end up here
pretty
someday.
over here, and the market is super duper crowded and loud.
Now there's some irony. There's some rich irony in the morning that the natural health or the natural farmers market is a little too crowded, and over there at the memorial shop, the cremation shop, it's all peaceful and calm.
I'm biting my tongue off.
Are you?
With all the-
What do you want to say?
What, like you smell anything burning over there or something?
Oh my
like that?
God!
I told you.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep your tongue firmly placed between your teeth. All right. So natural health coach, what's our tip for the week? If you don't know, Shelley Padgett gives us a natural health tip, and if you do these over the course of a year, you too will be a new person.
All new, brand new. So actually, I think it's interesting that I'm sitting over here because I wasn't thinking about this place being here, and I was going to go to the market and look around and figure out like what tips I wanted to give you about, Whole Foods or whatever today. And actually, when I was in yoga, I thought the tip for today would be something other than.
Yes.
And my tip for today would be find a place. Sounds even more funny now that I'm saying it.
Okay.
Find a place to kind of like go inward or just be. You don't have to be quiet. Like I know you don't like.
I
to
know
be
you're
quiet.
about to say find a place where you can go be quiet, and I'm like, why would you want to send someone into a panic attack?
No, like I know for you don't like that, but I'm not going to say find a place to go be quiet. But I will
it's your
say,
segment. You can say whatever you want. I'm just simply here to facilitate your segment.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and say it.
I would say find a place where you can be restful with you. So whatever feels restful, I mean, I could say, get into the habit of meditating or something like that. I think that is very beneficial for people, just to be able to let go of, let's say, expectations or like personal expectations, judgment from yourself or others. I listened to Carla's segment, maybe it's a place to kind of realign yourself spiritually. Just give yourself a little bit of space to think. I know for you, Duke, you don't like to be alone, but I remember before we had our adolescent boys, which we're going to get back to that stage pretty soon, when you used to mow the lawn yourself, or you would go on long drives.
Yes. I always found mowing the lawn to be quite a restful experience. The repetitive movement. I'm serious. Sure. The repetitive movement back and forth, and you got a half an hour. That's all you did, and when you were done, you looked, and you were a satisfied person. You had done some work, and you made a difference in the world.
Can't you have that same experience sipping some iced tea, watching Ruben mow the lawn now?
No. Well, if Ruben would mow the lawn, my heart would just patter with excitement. But I understand the point. Yeah, sure. You think that a man of leisure could do such a thing, but I'm not a man of leisure.
You're not.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying. That you find
because it's weaving inward and outward.
That you find out whatever it is that brings you rest, whatever it is that's restful for you, whatever it is.
Find a place for your mind and your body to sync together. Just like it doesn't have to be quiet necessarily, but find that place where you can give yourself some space to think and to clear your mind and to really kind of be okay with things.
Yeah, I know people that are runners, and this is why they run, because their body releases a certain chemical balance, a certain chemical mix, and when they're running, they hit that spot where their brain just sort of lets go, and they get this relaxing moment.
Right, and I think that we can do that. So it doesn't have to be the quiet. It can be in activity, but it is that place where each one of us has. We have to find it ourselves, and I think there's tons of research out there that talks about how beneficial that is. And even I know when I was little, my mom told me I was such a daydreamer. And then as I got older and I looked into daydream a little bit, and when we daydream, and it's the same like when we do yoga, we get into these poses, and there's this point when you're in a standing balance pose or something where the words that go with it in terms of guiding people is let your eyes just glaze over. And your breathing comes into this natural rhythm, this natural pattern. You don't have anything on your mind except you're just looking kind of straight ahead at the floor. Your eyes glaze over, and it's the state of daydreaming.
Oh.
And there's something about having that restful moment of your mind. And I know you are really busy thinking, and your head kind of always has tension and, a little bit of pain, even in your skull and your bone points. And I think we are really busy. We're all busy and thinking a lot, and so try to just find a place where your brain and your heart and body can kind of rest.
Yeah, I understand. So that's Natural Health Coach. She gives these tips every week, and if you put them together, you start to see a whole pattern over the course of the year of ways that you can have a natural, a more healthy life through natural means. And sometimes people need to have a little intervention, and sometimes we can find the kind of health, the kind of goodness that we're looking for in some more natural ways. So the health tip of the week: find a way for you to reach some rest and some moments of quiet in your life. Is that a fair way to say it?
We have one more second, or what's the time?
Yeah, you have 1 minute.
Okay, so then as a little caveat to that, since you've already said that I started health coaching John yesterday, I'm just going to say to people, as I was meeting with him and we were looking at the produce, and I was thinking about the farmer's market today and things like that. There is so much fresh, ripe food right now. I mean, the harvest is bountiful right now. And, John, one of the questions, I think I can say this, one of the things that we do is we really enter into a lot of raw food eating. And want to say what you said, John?
How do I do that?
Remember what you said? How am I going to eat that much raw food?
Yeah, 75%. How
to eat 75% raw food? What is there to eat?
Right. And
well, that'll be a health tip for next week. That's
natural.
That's Natural Health Coach Shelley Padgett. Head on down there to the Kingfield Farmers Market, and there's all kinds of raw food for you to have down there. We're going to be joined here after the break by Philip Gully, author of the book, If the Church Were Christian, What Would It Be Like? Here on Doug Padgett Radio, from the voice of Minnesota, AM 950.
Access for all.